Welcome to another Verbling class. Today we're going to focus on car terminology, both internal components and external. We'll talk about things such as engines and transmissions, brakes and tires. We'll also talk about fog lights, doors, handles, side mirrors. It's important to know these words if you own a car. Should you move to another country that speaks English, you can describe what's wrong with the car using these terms. Other terms include steering wheel console, speedometer, tire pressure. We'll also talk about service terminology such as oil change, tire rotation, brake job, replacing fluids, and changing tires. We'll get started shortly once students are out. Oh, here we go. Alexandra.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
And how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. We're going to talk about cars today.
I don't drive.
That's okay. Do you ever plan on getting a car?
Everybody says I should have done that long ago, but maybe.
Well, if you don't need one, don't get one. You save a lot of money.
I guess so.
Yeah. We're actually going to use an example of a car today to talk about the different vocabulary. So external stuff that we see on the car, such as doors, mirrors, lights, rims. We'll talk about internal stuff that we see inside the car. And we'll talk about service. And how to explain noises. Does that sound like fun?
It does. I don't know all this in Russian, but it's great to know it.
It's kind of funny that you would know it in English and not Russian, huh?
Yes, exactly.
All right, well, here's a car. What can you tell me about this car?
I know only, I know wheels.
Okay.
The word wheels. I know the word headlights.
Yeah.
And I think that's all.
All right, well, let's focus on what you do know. And you might want to write things down.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so here's what we normally refer to as a wheel. But there's many components. There's the tire, which is the black part.
Tire, yeah.
And this part here is usually called a rim.
A rim?
A rim.
Okay.
Sometimes we also call it a wheel. Okay. So what are the two words that we have here?
Tire and rim.
Rim, that's correct. All right. And so we have a mirror here. Okay, let's zoom in on this part of the car. So we have two types of lights. Do you know what the names of them are? Raphael, do you know what the names of the two types of lights are?
Headlights.
Yeah.
And tail lights.
Nope. We have high beams and low beams.
High beams.
Okay. So these are the two types of lights that we have on the front of the car. High beams are very bright because the lights are angled upwards. Low beams are not. Okay. So you still with us, Alexandra?
Ah?
Are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're expanding your vocabulary. Hi, Raphael.
Hi, Simon.
We're going to talk about lots of car terminology today.
Nice.
All right. What is this part called?
Hood?
Yeah, it's a hood.
Okay.
Okay. The part at the back that we can't see right now, what's that called?
I forgot. I don't remember.
It's a trunk.
Trunk. Okay.
I guess you should type for me.
No, you need to do the typing. See, I'm just going to type on the images, so if you don't write it down, you'll lose it.
But trunk and
Okay. So the hood is the front of the car. Trunk, back part, where we put things. Okay, so I'll give you a chance to write that down.
Already did.
Excellent. All right. Let's see. Raphael, what are these things here?
I don't remember bumpers. I don't know.
Nope, it's not a bumper.
I forgot.
Alexandra, what do you think it is? It's a reflector. Different cars have them in different places, but it reflects light. Okay. Now, you can't really see it on this diagram, but it's somewhere here, these little lights here. When we turn, what do we call these?
To show that you're turning.
Yes.
Turn in. Indicator.
Indicator, yes. Turn indicator. We have them on both sides of the car, front and back. All right, now here's a really tough one. Raphael, what's this?
Door? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a door.
Okay.
Okay, but when we're describing it on a car, we'll say it's the driver's door. On this side is the passenger door. Why is it important to differentiate between the two?
Because the driver's there.
It's more for when we go into service. So if you're having something done on your car and you say there's a strange sound I hear, and they'll say which side? You say driver's side or passenger side. Okay? So driver's door, not very hard there. Driver's door. All right, what's this part here?
A roof.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a roof, that's what we call it. And this part here. Let's bug Raphael now. Raphael's falling asleep, I think.
Front bumper.
Front bumper, yes. Oh, what's happened? My screen sharing's gone. Right. Hold on a minute. I've lost my image. Here we go. All right. Oh, wait a minute. That's different, isn't it? It's a different image. Okay, so we've just flipped the car around. Okay, so let's see who can get this first. I'm going to draw. You're going to tell me what they are.
Reflectors.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay. What are these? Raphael, what are those?
Exhauster.
Exhaust.
Exhaust.
Yeah, that's where the exhaust comes out. All right. I'm going to zoom in for this.
So all these four just exhaust? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most cars don't have that many. This car is just a fancy car. What's that?
For fuel.
It's a fuel cap. Okay.
What?
Fuel cap.
Fuel cap?
Yeah, it's called a fuel cap.
Uh-huh. Two independent words. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where you put your fuel. Now, some might call it a lid, but it's essentially a fuel cap. In most modern cars, you actually have to either turn the car off or press a button for it to unlock. Okay? Okay, what can we do now? Oh, what do we, let's see. All right, I'm just going to circle things. Oh, I know what I haven't talked about yet. What are these?
Taillights.
Yeah, they're tail lights. They're also brake lights and indicator lights. Okay, so if I'm turning right or left, one of these will indicate that I'm turning right or left. If I press the brakes, all three will light up. If it's night, they'll turn red and stay on. Okay, what's this? Actually, this part here. What's that?
Rear bumper.
Yeah, it's the rear bumper. The opposite of front bumper. Yeah, very good. Hi, Leonardo.
Hi, hi, teacher.
Hi, where are you from, Leonardo?
I'm from. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, sir. Glad you could make it to our class today. Thank you. Likewise. And Ahmed sneaking in again?
My connection
Sure.
is bad.
All right. So we've talked about a few words here. Now, this picture is a picture of a car where you can see through. You can look at things. Okay? So let's take a look at some of the things. I'm going to draw them and see who's the first to guess at what they are. Right? So I'm going to zoom in. What's this part here?
Engine.
Excellent. Very good. I thought you only knew a few words.
This one is among them.
Okay. What's that?
Radiator.
It's connected to the radiator. Very good. It's air intake.
Air intake. Okay.
Yeah. It brings air directly into the engine. Every car Okay, guys, what does a car run on? What do cars run on?
I don't know.
If we want to drive a car, what do we have to put in it?
Fuel.
Not really. Something we use more than fuel. Air. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, there's 15 times more air used than fuel. Okay, so if you don't have enough air coming in, your car won't run properly. All right, so what are these now? I'm going to zoom in. What are these here?
Brake.
Yeah, they're brakes. Why are brakes important?
This car needs to stop.
Yeah. You know, very simply, yeah. You need to know what your brakes are. If you're driving in another country and the car doesn't seem to stop well, you need to say, hey, I don't think the brakes are working. Okay, so you need to know what they are and what they do. So they're on the front part of the car and the back part of the car on the wheels. Okay. Let's open this image here. Okay, we see a lot of things here. What do you think these things are here? In cars, we have to put certain liquids in it for it to run properly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one here, now I can't really tell from here which one they are, but this one here I think contains brake fluid, or it could contain windshield washer fluid. Okay, there are various oils that the car needs to run, or liquids. All right, now back to our other car image. Don't worry, I'll stop giving you new vocabulary shortly. Okay, what is this thing called here? Ahmed, what do we call that?
I'm not sure. Is it the windscreen?
Windscreen or windshield?
Okay.
We generally say windshield. Okay, very good. And what is this one here?
Are there windows? I don't know.
Yeah,
In
it's a
English.
window. How would we describe that window, Raphael?
Driver's window.
Yeah, driver's window. Okay. Driver's side mirror, for example. So what's this, Alexandra?
Mirrors.
What kind of mirror?
Driver's mirror.
Driver's side mirror, yes.
Driver's side mirror.
Okay, excellent. Well done. All right, so let's go through some other terminology here. Now what I'm going to do is close this, and I'm going to go into Google Drive, and I'm going to start writing down some of the terminology. There's going to be a lot of them. This is just the exterior stuff. Ahmed,
Yes.
could you read the first three, please?
Have you put something in Google Drive?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. It
I'll
has.
come back to you. Let me go to Alexandra.
No, I see it now. I
Okay,
see
okay.
it now. Exterior components.
Yeah.
Indicator, turn signal, blinker, windscreen, fog, light, headlight,
Okay, good. Let me
door.
stop you there.
Okay.
Okay, so what is a fog light, guys?
Light for fog. When it's foggy.
Right. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me explain. When you're driving, if it's really foggy or if it's snowing a lot, these lights really help. It lights up the road right in front of the car. Very important. Okay? What's the windscreen, Raphael?
The same as windshield.
Thank you, Raphael. Okay, where is it found on the car?
At the front.
Yeah, it's the front window, right? All right. What's a blinker?
I think I don't know what you call this. Let's say when something happens in front of you, you want the one behind you just to be careful, something
Yeah,
like that.
it's the same as a turn signal. It means the same thing, but in different countries, you'll hear indicator, turn signal, or blinker.
Okay.
Now, if both turn signals are going at the same time, front and back, what do we call those? We call those our hazards. Okay, that indicates something is wrong. All right. Raphael, could you read these words, please?
Door handle, side mirror, license plate, rear window, trunk, boot.
Okay, trunk and boot are the same thing. That's the back of the car. When you open the lid, you can put groceries in. Most cars have it in the back. Although sometimes in the front, in sports cars, you can have your groceries go in there under the hood. You guys know what a license plate is?
Is it the number?
Yeah, it's the number.
Number plate. Okay.
Yeah, number plate. All right. Rear window, again, it's the window out the back of the car. All right, we've got a few more here. Alexandra, could you read these, please?
Bumper, stoplight, reverse lights, exhaust pipe, rear view mirror, hood or bonnet.
Okay, good. So the exhaust pipe is, when we saw that car, it was those four things at the back, right?
Yeah.
You can have anywhere from 1 to 4. Most four-cylinder cars have 1. Most V6s or V8s will have at least 2. Okay. What color are reverse lights?
White?
Yeah, they're white. When you put your car into reverse, white lights turn on at the back of the car to let people know that you're backing up. Very important. Okay, now I'm going to give you some more words. We're going to have a discussion soon so we can practice using these words. The first word, who can tell me what this one does?
Steering wheel.
It doesn't tell us what it does. What does it do?
Steering. Controlling.
It steers the car, right? What else does it do?
It has, what do you call that? Horn?
Yeah, it has various controls on it,
Yes. Mhm.
and it often has an airbag inside. Okay, look at some of these strange words. I'm going to go to Alexandra now, and I want you to tell me what one of these words means. You get to pick. Okay, what's the instrument cluster?
Ho ho ho.
That's a big one, isn't it? What do you think it means? Instrument cluster.
A group of instruments, I don't know.
Sure, it is, but now which ones do you think it is? The driver's
Yeah.
always looking at them.
You mean, no, that's wrong.
When a driver's looking at his car from the driver's seat, he can tell how fast he's going. He can tell if there's anything wrong with the car because you can see lights that will come on if something's not working. Maybe RPMs, right? How fast he's going, how far he's gone. That's the instrument cluster because that's where they're all together.
You mean all the data on the screen?
I wouldn't say it's on the screen, it's in the instrument cluster. There is no, most cars don't have anything projected onto a screen. Some will have it projected onto a hood, or sorry, onto the windscreen.
The panel. Panel.
I'm sorry, Raphael, could you say it again? Panel. Or instrument panel, sure.
Yeah, is it the part under the dashboard, right?
Well, it is part of the dashboard.
A part of the dashboard, okay.
Yeah. Okay. One of these words indicates how fast we're going. It measures how fast we're going. Which one is that, Raphael?
Speedometer.
Yeah, speedometer. Another one measures how far we've gone.
Odometer.
Yeah, odometer. Very good. Alexandra, what is tire pressure? Why do we care about that one?
Tire.
Yeah, why is that important?
Is it spelled with I, not Y?
It's spelled with both.
Oh, yeah.
Different spellings. I like it with the Y better. I think it looks better, but in North America we use tire with an I.
Hmm.
So what does it mean? Why is it important?
Because if the tire is worn out, it needs to be changed.
It might be, but if the pressure's really low, I could have a flat. All the air's out. You can't. Okay. What time is it, Ahmed?
Sorry?
What time is it?
Where?
Well, anywhere, where you are.
It's late, very late.
That's not it. Okay, Alexandra, what time is it?
2:30.
Right, class is half over now, so now we're going to have a conversation. Today we're going to do some role playing, okay? I have a car, and there's something wrong with it. But, you see, I don't know cars very well. I can just describe certain things, and you're my trusty mechanic, so you're going to help me identify what's wrong, okay? Hi, Raphael.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm okay. And you?
I'm okay, but my car's not working properly.
Really? What's the matter?
Well, I've got a few problems. One of them is when I'm driving down the road, it doesn't matter how fast I'm going, but my speed is stuck doing 60.
Really? Have you checked your speedometer?
Well, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think it might be my speedometer. Is that something that you can fix for me?
Yes, I can check.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Also, when I'm driving, my car seems to keep pulling to one side of the road. And I have a light in on my car somewhere that's blinking. Do you know what
Okay.
that might be?
Have you checked your tire pressure?
No, what's that?
It's the pressure your tires. Perhaps maybe you have to calibrate. Yes, calibrate tires is. You know what it is? Calibrate.
Check my tire pressure. You mean, okay, I can. Well, I'll pay you if you want to do that for me.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
Well, how much would it cost?
I don't know, $100.
Okay, I'll leave it. Here's my keys.
Okay.
All right. Very well done, Raphael. You got it bang on, and that second one was a tough one too. Okay. Hi, Alexandra.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm a little bit confused.
Why are you confused?
I'm confused about hard zards. Could you please explain once again? How is it pronounced?
Hazards.
Hazards.
Yeah.
But it's spelled like hard zards, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's because I spelled it wrong.
Good. What is the time over there? Sorry about that.
Hazards.
Yeah, that happens
Don't
sometimes.
damn me. Oh.
All right. Okay, so back to role playing. Hi, Alexandra.
Good night.
Wait, there's something wrong with my car. I need your help.
You came exactly to the suitable person.
Well, you try to help me because I've got to drive home late tonight and I can't see the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If I press this button, it lights up everything, like the trees and everything, and it blinds everybody, so I can't have that on. But my other lights, they don't work.
You mean low beams?
Yeah, my low beams aren't working.
Mm-hmm. What?
Can you take a look and see what's wrong?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
You can speak now.
Alexandra, call Rafael.
I do see like this on the list.
All right, so let's assume you're going to have them fixed for me. Let's go to Ahmed now.
Well, they are broken.
Hi, Ahmed. How are you?
Hi. Hi.
Is this your service station here?
No, actually it is Rafael's service.
Oh, are you one of the mechanics?
But I am I am happy to help you if you need any.
Okay, well, yeah, my car just seems to be acting up. It's 5 years old, and I've got some problems.
Well, what happened?
Well, I hit a dog yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, I tried to stop, but the car just didn't stop in time, and I hit a dog. The dog wasn't very happy.
Well, something wrong with you. Where the brakes?
My brakes.
Car's brake.
Oh, okay. Is that fixable?
Yeah, of course, definitely it is.
Okay, all right. And my engine's making a funny sound.
Funny sound. Well,
Yeah.
have you checked the? I don't know. Check what? The oil? What do you call it? Oil? I don't know.
Oil. You mean like the stuff you used to cook with?
No. I don't know. What do you call it? Engine's oil?
Engine oil. Oh, my engine oil. I didn't know the car used oil. Oh.
Yeah, it does.
Well, is there something that you can do?
Well, I will call Rafael, my friend. He is good at this.
Okay.
But he will he might charge you a lot.
Well, I need to know for. Okay, so we got to fix that other thing, the brakes. Do a brake job.
Yeah,
and
this
what
is the
do you
most
do with the
important.
oil? Like, do you have to buy new oil? What do you do?
Yeah, this just you need to check. There is you have to check the level. Is it under
Okay.
the, I don't know what you call that, the mark, or if it is, you have to add some.
Well, if I haven't changed it in 5 years, I think you need to do more than check it, don't you think?
Yeah, you have to. I don't know what you call this in English. Change? I don't know.
Oil change.
I don't know what you call it.
Look at the bottom
In
of the page. It says service terms.
Again, please. I can't hear you. You are whispering.
It's right at the bottom of the page. It says service terms.
Really? Okay, where is it? That's why I can see. Oh my goodness. Replace. Is it replace fluid? Fluid?
Oil change. Under service terms, it's the first one. Oil change.
Oil change. Okay.
Okay. I've got another problem too.
What is that?
Well, the front of my car is all scratched.
The front. Who did that?
Well, I hit a, like I said, I hit a dog yesterday. It was a big dog.
Ah, yeah. No, I thought your child did it.
No, no.
Okay. Well, we can see the front of the car. I don't know.
I don't know. What's that part of the car called again?
Because what it comes to mind now, the bumper, but you don't. It doesn't mean that. You mean the bonnet, I think.
Well, it's mostly
The
on the
hood.
bumper, but then when I hit him, he kind of flew up and hit the window thing.
Ah, I see. Hmm.
The dog's
You,
fine. He walked away. He's a big dog.
I think it wasn't dog. It was a deer. It was dark, I guess. That's why you didn't. You
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
see
Like I
it.
said, my lights weren't working.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do you mean? Are we talking about windscreen?
Yeah, the windscreen. Yeah, that's
Ah,
it.
windscreen. Yeah. You should change it.
Okay. So how much would it cost to get all that fixed?
Rafael, how much does it cost?
Well, $2,000.
What's 2,000? I don't understand.
2,000. Sorry.
2,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a discount?
Okay. 1,900.
That's it?
Well, as you're my friend, 18.
18. Okay. And actually, that's not a bad deal. Windscreens can cost as much as 1,000 to replace.
Oh, really?
A brake job can easily cost $1,000. So that's actually a pretty darn good deal.
Good.
All right.
About VAT.
Yeah, let's not get into taxes.
Uh,
All right.
What is injector flush?
Oh dear. You had to go there. All right. Okay, so an engine has what is a okay, a V8 has 8 cylinders, right?
Uh-huh.
What makes the spark go that causes the fuel to explode? Does anyone know? Because essentially an engine is making an explosion all the time. What lights the fuel that causes it to burn?
Igniter. Is it? Hello?
I'm typing right at the bottom.
Okay, sorry.
What is that?
Spark.
Yeah, I typed that part, but what's the second word?
Raphael.
I don't know.
Spark.
Spark plug.
Spark plug.
And these are things that we would normally replace every 100,000 K or so. We have a spark plug and we have injectors. What are injectors? What do they do?
They inject fuel.
Yeah, they're actually fuel injectors, but we always just call them injectors. These are responsible for giving the engine fuel that it can burn. Okay? So if I've had a car for 4 years, guys, and I've never taken it in for service, pretty good chance that these things need to be replaced, the spark plugs, and that the fuel injectors need cleaning. Okay?
Okay.
An engine can be worth $10,000 easy. It can be one of the most expensive components of the car. And these little things here, if you don't look after them, can cause your engine to fail. Well, and oil. You need to make sure you look after your oil.
Is it the stuff that you use for cooking?
No.
I'm
Engine
kidding,
oil.
yes.
You've got to watch your engine oil,
Okay.
right?
What about the rest of the oils? Like, I don't know, in English, is that the problem?
Okay,
There
well,
is
what we
something.
do,
Yeah.
I don't have one here, but we have a car manual. Okay? And it will tell you what type of oil you need to put in. Now, if you have a dealership that you deal with, you don't have to know. You just take it in and they'll know what oil to put in. You don't have to care. Some there's 10W30. There might be synthetic.
Yes, yeah, they comes like this, yeah, in
Yeah.
words and numbers.
We don't care.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The thing is, you want to take it to a place that understands what oil is required and say, I need an oil change. Okay.
Okay.
So, what are fuel injectors used for, Alexandra? I know, it's almost 3. It's late.
Yeah.
What are fuel injectors? What do they do?
Rafael.
No, it is easy, Alexander. I'm not good at these things as well, but you can get the definition from the name itself.
I know what injector is.
So,
So, do you want to share with the rest of us?
Ah,
You are tired, aren't you?
I am.
All right, Raphael, what do fuel injectors do?
it's to inject fuel
To what?
to the explosion,
To the engine.
to the engine.
Okay. And what causes the explosion or the spark or the expansion. I'm getting tired too. To light the fuel, what part of the engine lights the fuel? What do we call these?
Spark plug.
Yeah, spark plugs.
Spark.
If it's a V8, it has 8. A V12, it has 12. A 4-cylinder, it has 4. Okay, what fluid does the engine need to keep it running?
Needs engine oil.
Yeah, engine oil or just oil.
Okay.
Okay, and see, that's what I want to give you guys here. Terminology that you need to know about a car. So there's a lot of them here. Let's take a look at the external components again. Ahmed, what are new words that you've learned about today that you didn't know about before? External components.
Okay. In front of my eyes now, I see fuel injectors, spark plugs.
Those are internal components, though. What about the ones that you see if you look at a car?
Okay. Blinker.
And what does a blinker do?
Okay, blinker. It is the same. It is the indicator. Sorry. No, because because I just was looking for something on YouTube to show Alexandra. It might help her with with the what do you call it? The process of the cylinder, how it works. Okay. Well, other name of wind screen is windshield. The indicator is it shows I don't know, direction. If you want to turn right and left, if you step on the brakes.
What's a hard zard?
Are you asking me or someone else?
Yeah, hard zard. Or we should ask maybe Alexandra. What's a hard zard?
I know what it is. It's a light which is switched off when you have an accident.
Or it's on when you have an accident. And actually, it's hazard's spelt wrong. It's actually, there's no D, it's a hazard, not a hard zard.
Hazard?
Yeah, sorry, sometimes when I'm typing, I type too fast and I don't always realize I make a mistake. So yeah, it's a hazard, not a hard zard. You can see what I was doing. I was typing fast and I really buggered it up. A hard zard. That's a good one. All right. What's an exhaust pipe, Raphael?
It's a pipe in the back of the car to where the gas will flow.
Yeah, the exhaust flows out.
Yes.
Now, Raphael, my car this morning, funny enough, I turned it on, and instead of a nice soft, it was like, it was really loud. Why would that be?
Perhaps the dog is still under the car.
You said it was a deer.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Very good. But have you guys ever heard a car and it just sounds really, really loud and you don't know why?
Yes. Because due to this component, this exhaust pipe, because there was a hole on it.
Yeah.
And because it's used to suppress the sound, suppress the sound of the engine.
Yeah, so it could be anything from the engine all the way to the exhaust pipe, right?
Yes.
And that usually, for most cars, it's what we call a muffler. Okay. But the thing to recognize, if you ever have a problem like that with your car, you know it's your exhaust system, you know who to take it to. All right, Raphael,
Okay.
let's have just a simple conversation about cars now. What kind of cars do you like?
I like comfortable cars. I'm not a big fan of sports cars, but I like it since they are comfortable and easy to drive, not so hard. Have a soft steering,
Soft ride?
soft ride, and it's okay for me.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to try Alexandra. Now, Alexandra, tell us what you like in a car. If you were to buy a car, which car would it be? Assuming money is not an object here, what car would you like and why?
I think I will stick to Mercedes.
You make it sound like that's the only poor option you have.
Oh, no.
That somebody's forcing it on you because you can't afford anything better. Well, I guess I'll stick with Mercedes. Okay, so why Mercedes, or which Mercedes would you pick?
I think any kind of Mercedes is fine.
Really?
Either old or new models. Yeah.
Why?
I believe in Germans.
Okay, but why the Mercedes then? What is it you like about that make of car?
I don't know much about this car, but I've heard lots of good, can I say, reviews?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard lots of good reviews.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Ahmed, for you, what would be your ideal car or make or type of car?
Well, I can't say really what is my ideal car, but people in Saudi Arabia use Japanese cars or
Japanese cars.
American.
No European cars.
No European, yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting? So,
yeah.
what people use, what would you like?
Well, personally, I like a car, but people don't like this car. I like that small car, Smart.
Oh, yeah, that little thing. Yeah, I don't. Those scare me.
It scares me as well. But I like it, you know. I never drove it, by the way. I would like to drive it just once in my life.
Yeah, no, I like medium-sized or large cars.
Yeah.
Preferably fuel efficient, but something that's comfortable, has a good seat.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like the way,
I might say something. I like what do you call this type of cars, like Jeep, like GMC. I mean high cars. I mean I can see what is going on, you know, if there is traffic jam or something.
Off-road vehicles or SUVs.
Okay. Yes, I like this type of cars.
Okay, excellent. All right. Raphael, do you live in a city?
Yes.
Do you have a car or do you take transit?
I have a car, but sometimes I use public transport because it's more, how can I say, it's more convenient for commuting.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm the same way. I have a car, but sometimes I take public transport because it's more convenient.
Yes.
Ahmed, do you live in a city or a rural area?
I live in the city.
Do you have a car or do you take transit?
Well, I have a car. Yeah.
Is it one of those ones that sits high off the ground?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Does it sit high off the ground, as you said?
No, my car is Camry,
Oh yes, Toyota.
Toyota. Yeah.
Does it have a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder?
6-cylinder.
V6, okay. Excellent. Raphael, does your car have a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder?
It's 4-cylinder.
4-cylinder, so much better on fuel.
Yes, yes, very economic.
Okay, now I'm curious here. I would like to know what it costs per liter in each of your countries. Okay. Okay, so in Canada it costs $1.34 a liter. What does it cost in Saudi Arabia?
Well, I know in our okay, can you ask Rafael? I will just make a calculation here.
Okay.
So I can. Sorry about that. Rafael, can you answer the
Sorry?
question? Can you answer the question, please?
In Saudi
How much
Arabia, I don't
is-
know.
No, no, no. Where you are?
Oh, here it's around $2 and $2.
Dollars. Ah.
Okay. And sorry, your country again. I keep forgetting. It's
Brazil.
yeah. I'm losing my mind. So Brazil. So about 4 reals, right?
Yes.
Right. And we're waiting for the calculations to come in from Saudi
What?
Arabia
Yeah,
and
I am.
from
I'm
Russia.
ready. Yeah.
What do you pay per liter in Russia, Alexandra?
I think not. I think it should be around 35 rubles.
What is that in? Let's see if I can find.
Exchange rate right now it's $1.
That's pretty darn cheap.
Is it cheap? $1 per liter? Per liter?
Well, if you look at everybody else, Saudi Arabia, we don't have a price right now.
Well, in Saudi Arabia, even cheaper.
What is it?
You might get shocked.
No, I won't be shocked. You're a major exporter of oil. I kind of
No,
expect it
not
to be cheaper.
that. No, no, because I don't know why the price is like this. Because it was expensive, then it came down. Don't know. It goes down.
Well, the kingdom probably lowered the prices to help people.
I don't know. Okay, it is 30 cents.
30 cents.
Cents? Yeah, sorry.
All right, so I hate to tell you, Raphael, but your country's getting screwed the most, followed by Canada, then Russia, and Saudi Arabia is getting it really cheap at 30 cents a liter. That's awesome.
Yes, but I mean, how much do people get paid, for example, their wages or something like that, compared to yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we have time for a minimum wage calculation. Do you know what the minimum wage in your country is, guys?
I don't know, unfortunately.
I know.
What is it in Russia?
But we need to count. It's about 8,000 rubles. So 8,000 divided by 35. How much is it?
That's $228.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a week?
A month.
A month? Okay, I need to try and figure out what it is in an hour. Well, I don't mean we have an hour to figure it out. I mean, I'm trying to calculate based on hourly.
Because we don't have hour wages. We are usually paid in a month.
Okay, so that would be around $1.50 an hour. Brazil, what's it in Brazil?
It's $331.81.
An hour?
No, per month.
Give it to me in an hour, sir.
Okay. So, and how many hours are you using? Let me see.
See what happened when you asked that question, Ahmed?
Yes. Pardon?
Yeah. It involves a lot of math.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, see if I can find countries with minimum wage. Okay.
44 cents.
44 cents. Okay, so obviously that has a huge impact too, right?
Yes.
That's just one measure. We have cost of living. So yeah, it might seem like, holy cow, people get paid a lot in Canada. But the average price of a house here is almost 500,000.
Mm.
So one of the biggest expenses in this country is living, and people find it very, very expensive to buy a house. Most people coming out of school can't afford a house and have to rent. Okay, so it's always hard to tell. We always look at, like I can look at Saudi Arabia and see that's really cheap for fuel, but you're right, depends on the standard of living. And these are very good questions that you brought up, Ahmed. Well, guys, we've come to the end of another class. Are there any questions right now?
Not really, but if you can give classes in how to say different parts of different vehicles. I don't mean vehicles really. I mean, like for example, if we have a plane, for example.
Yeah, I did one on air travel earlier today. I'll do some more next week. I'm also going to do classes on geography, so I'll talk about Canada, the United States, and different countries. I'll be setting those up next week.
Okay, good.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do some more travel vocabulary as well.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Well, it's dinner time now, so I'm going to go off and get some dinner. And guys, have yourself a really good evening. We'll talk to you again next week or tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Enjoy dinner.
Yeah, bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.